friends. Let's start with our pending topics. The new topics of our today's session is three-phase connection. Both the three-phase is connected with the transmitter section and with the receiver section has some connections like Y or delta. So there are four possible connections of these two types. Either you can connect your circuits with a Y to Y, that is called star to star connection. Either you can connect Y to delta connection. Either you are connecting that delta to delta or delta to Y connection. Y to Y connection, it means the first one indicates the transmitter section, the second one indicates the receiver section. Same here, the Y to delta connection. So Y is input side, that is a primary side, that is a Y connection. Receiver side, that is a delta connection, or you can say that the secondary side. The third one technique, delta to delta connection, where the primary section contains the delta connection and the secondary side also contains the delta connection. Whereas the delta to Y connection, primary or input section has, or the transmitter section has the delta connection and the receiver side contains the Y connection. The balanced delta connected loads, the more common. Generally, if we want to perform the balanced, there are two types again, the balanced and the unbalanced. So if you want to perform the balanced circuit, three-phase circuit, then the prefer is the delta connection. The Y connected is source and justly more common. So at the source side we just prefer the Y connection, and the load side we just generally prefer the balanced delta connection. See here, the first type, that is a balanced Y to Y connection, or you can say that balanced star to star connection. See the figure, you can see that the transmitter section and the receiver section, both the section connects or in the sample the forms of a Y shape. That's why it is called the Y connection, like that. A, this is the first phase. Here is the neutral point. The second one, suppose it is A, this is B, and here is the phase C. So this is somehow looks like a Y type, that's why it is called Y or star. At the TX side, the same thing happened at the receiver. The A, the B and the C. So just combining this A to A with B to B and with C to C, and here is the neutral also connected. So now this becomes again RX side, that is a star or Y connection. So that's why it is called Y to Y connection. The balanced Y to Y connection, here the line current IA is added up to the 0, neutral current is always 0. So we can see that here you can find that the IN equals to minus IA plus IB plus IC whole R into bracket equals to always 0. The neutral current is always 0. The phase voltage, the voltage generated between the phase, that is known are VAN, VBN and VCN. The N with respect to N, that is a neutral phase. So you have to find out the voltage for phase A with respect to VAN, phase B, that is VBN, and the phase C, that is VCN. With respect to all the voltages are find out with respect to N, neutral phase. The voltages from one line to another line is called a line voltage, means the R phase is connected with the source, Y phase is connected with the source, and this B phase, or you can say that ABC phases are connected with the source or the load side. So they are connected with some wires or the lines. These are the called as a line voltage. Between the two lines the voltages are generated. These are known as the line voltages, like VAB. So the VAB is the voltage is generated between the line A and B. VBC, that is the voltage generated between the line B and line C. Same here, the voltage is VAC, that is the voltage generated between the line A and line C. The magnitude of the line voltage is root 3 times the magnitude of the phase voltage. This is important phenomena that we have to mention, that VL equals to root 3 VP. Again, the line voltage is greater than or it is higher than root 3 times than the phase voltages, that is VP. Now the advantages of Y to Y connection or star to star connection. The first one, it requires the less turns per winding. That's why it is cheaper than the other connection. It requires the number of windings, number of turns per winding is very less, so the cost of the windings are down. That's why it is cheaper. The phase voltage is the phase voltage become the 1 by root 3 times of the line voltage. That's why it is also most preferable connection in a 3-phase circuit. The second one, that is a cross section of the winding is very large. It means is it stronger to bear the stress during the short circuit. It means it can be taken the more stress during the circuit because the cross sectional winding is very large. The third one, that is a less dielectric strength in insulating material. That's why the phase voltage is very less than the line voltage. The dielectric material, it means the insulating material which is required to making the Y to Y connection. These are the very less. Now there is also some of the disadvantage of that Y to Y connection. See, the first disadvantage is if the load on a secondary side, there is two types, that is a primary side and the secondary side. Primary is generally preferred as a input side, secondary is generally preferred as a receiver side or the output side. The secondary side, it becomes the unbalanced, then the shifting of the neutral point is possible. Many times what happens, the secondary or the output section becomes the unbalanced due to some reasons. That's why then your neutral points may be shifting from one point to the another point. That's why your output may be or your voltages may be differ than the other one. The next one, the third, harmonic present. Now what is the harmonic? The harmonics are called noise. So it may be chance to produce some of the noises or disturbance or any kind of interrupts in your output. So in the alternator, voltage may appear on the secondary side. So at the secondary side you get these some voltages which have some harmonics that might be destroyed your output voltages. The third one, the magnetizing current of the transformer has the third harmonic component. Again, whatever the magnetized current transformer use and the current flowing through it, it contains the number of harmonics. See, the harmonics are the first order and the second order side doesn't matter, but if they are increasing the order by order, then it may be affect your output voltage. So this is the some of the disadvantages of that Y to Y connection. Now delta to delta system. Here you can see that the input section or the transmitter or the primary section is formed with the delta. Same here, the RX section is also formed with the delta type. See here the voltages VAB, VBC and VAC is indicated with the alternating source, that is AC source, and the line just normally connected as A to A, that is Z1, B to B, that is Z2, and C to C, that is Z3. This is the delta to Y system. Here what happens, the input side is or the primary side is your delta system, where the output side or the receiver side is just your star system. So here again we have to connect the A to A line, B to B line and the C to C line. So these are the possibilities where you can connect your system in any four manner: the star to star, delta to star, star to delta, or delta to delta. Again, here the voltages are generated with the line. There's a VAB that is generated between the line A and B, that is also indicated with the AC alternating source. Now we talking about the receiver side, that is the phase is indicated as the capital letter, that is A, B and C. You can also consider is a R phase, Y phase and B phase. So the voltages are here you can see that the between the neutral point A and neutral, that is also denoted with the impedance per phase, that is ZL. So each and every connection which is connected with the input and the output section, there is one impedance present, and that should be impedance matching. The next one, the fourth connection, that is a Y to delta system. It means the input side contains the Y, the star connection, and the output contains the delta connection. Again, it is seen that the Y to Y, as we all know that in the Y to Y connection, there is a phase shift between the all the three phases. Like R is a origin phase, then it is phase vector is denoted as a 0 degree. So if Y is second phase, then it might be lagging with the R phase, that is a 120 degree. All the three phases are separated with the 120 degrees, and it can be seen over here in the transmitter section, that the between A and neutral, that is a V, the angle is 0 degree. You can also see that the B and N, that is a voltage with the 120 degree negative. It means it's a lagging voltage with respect to your reference voltage, that is phase voltage A. And the last one, which is a C phase, that is also RY, and like a B phase, that is V, and the phase angle is minus 240 degree. It means they are lagging with respect to R with a minus 240 degree or 240 degree lagging. Now if we consider or we connecting it to the receiver side, that is a delta connection, that is also again denoted as a capital letter A, B and C. The current flowing from the delta side is A2 capital A, B2 capital B and C2 capital C. It is a connection between all the three lines voltages. But if you are talking about the line current, if the current flowing from the line C to A, then it is denoted as a ICA. It means the current flowing from the C line to the A line. Then the current IBC, that is flowing from the B line to the C line, and remember this both the voltage currents are in the capital letters. Then again the arrow of the IAB, which is downward to the A to B, and that is the current between the line A to line B. So this is our delta star to delta connection, or it is a Y to delta connection. Now starting with the star connection, to understand the line current, the relationship between the line voltages and phase voltages, and the line current and the phase current for the star connection as well as the delta connection. And this let's start with the star connection and the relationship between the line voltage and the phase voltage. First of all, as we prove that, or as we all know that the line voltage in star connection, that is VL, is √3 times higher or greater than the phase voltage, that is VP. So we can mention that VL equals to √3 VPH, that is phase voltage. It's for star connection. So if we talking about with respect to VPH, then the equation becomes VPH equals to VL by √3. This is the importance equation which is useful for us to solve our examples. So this is the relationship between line voltage and phase voltage in a star connection. Now the relationship between the line current and the phase current for star connection. It is clear that whatever the line current flowing in a star connection, this becomes your phase current. It means that the line current is always equal to your phase current. It is also one of the most important equation which can prove that IL equals to IPH or IPH equals to IL. So for star connection, we prove that first VL equals to root 3 VPH, or VPH equals to 1 by root 3 into VL. This is the line voltage, and the line current, that is IL, equals to IPH, or IPH equals to IL. This is the relationship between the line current and line current and phase current, line voltage and phase voltage to the star connection. Now the next term, that is a power generation in a star connection. So the equation of power for the star connection, the P is 3 times power consumed by each phase. Normally the power is what? The current, whenever the current is passing from the device, and the P equals to V, as we all know that P equals to the factor of multiple factor of the V voltage and the current flowing from that. So it is a 3-phase system, that's why we have to consume the power which each and every 3 phase. So P equals to 3 into power consumed by the each phase. So we can find that P equals to 3 into V I cos phi. Now this is a vector diagram, so we have to consider the cos sign also. So P becomes the 3 into VPH IPH cos phi. So as we all know that VPH equals to 1 by root 3 into VL, IPH equals to IL. So we can write that P equals to 3 into 1 by root 3 VL IL cos phi equals to root 3 VL IL cos phi. See that the third one, P equals to 3-phase system, that's why it is 3 multiplied by VPH into IPH cos phi. VPH is what for us? That is VL upon root 3. IPH is what? That is IL, and it's a cos phi. Now 3, it can be write like that, root 3 into root 3. Now VL by root 3 into IL